I have one case. It's a real property transaction. My client was scammed. The seller was faked. The house information was real. A fake contract was signed, and the money was sent to the scammer's private account. What should you do as a victim like my client in China? Acts like this may constitute a crime of fraud or contract fraud. The crime of fraud refers to the act of deceiving a large amount of public and private property for the purpose of illegal possession, using fictitious facts or concealing the truth. The other party must have an act of fiction and concealment, and the purpose of the act is to illegally occupy the victim's property. Of course, the amount must be large. Accordingly, the amount is more than 2,000 IMB, that is about 300 US dollars. Another crime is contract fraud, which refers to the act of defrauding the property of the other party in the process of signing and performing the contract. In theory, anyone who finds a criminal act can report to any judicial authority. Normally, it is a police station. Try to choose a police station with jurisdiction. The victims report the crime to the police station where the crime was committed. So that is the place of the crime of fraud includes a place of criminal conduct or the result of a crime. In case of refusal by the police station to keep your report, to accept your report, you can report to the superior police station or procuratorate that has certain jurisdiction. Documents need to be submitted when reporting. Report can be made orally, but it's recommended to prepare written materials, including at least letter of complaint, clearly state what happened, and if possible, write down what crime committed. Provide the identity information of the suspect as comprehensively as possible, and related evidence, contracts, payment, notes, advertising commitment materials, product description, technical information, etc. are provided and as much as possible in connection with this case, especially evidence that can prove that the other party has deceived. The victim should submit the material to the police station in person. The earlier the report, the better. After reporting to the police, you should obtain a written acceptance receipt apart from the transcript. Of course, accepting does not mean the case is filed. After accepting the case, the police should investigate and verify the relevant facts. If it constitutes a criminal case, then the case is filed. If it is deemed not to constitute a criminal case, then the case is not filed. However, if the case of there's an accusing party, if the police decides not to file a case, notice of disapproval is prepared and served on the accusing party within 3 days. If you are dissatisfied with the decision of the police authorities not to file a case, you can apply for reconsideration and review in accordance with the procedures, and even file a case with the procuratorate for supervision.